What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game and thought of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD back with another Avengers Minority Report. And tonight we got a stacked cast. First up, I would like to introduce your resident Black Widow, the one and only Miss Sadistic Kitten. Say hello to the people, Miss Kitten.
Who is this sadistic kitten? I don't know who. I don't know who you speak of. Hello, good people.
Next up, we've got the golden boy himself, the man behind the Black Panther, Mr. Casual Avenger. What's good? Say hello to the people, Cass.
What's good, chat?
What's popping? Next up, we've got the one and only mama of the community. Yeah, I said Mama Suki is in the building. She's going to shoot at me, but I don't even care tonight. Let's go. Say hello to the people, Suki.
Hello.
There we go. Next up, we've got the mass vigilante himself, the one, the only, Mr. King Greek. Say hello to the people, Greek.
How everybody doing today?
Man, here, dude. Next up, we've got I wouldn't consider him a youngin to the game, but he's still on the come up and he's doing this thing big time. So I'd like to welcome our special guest, Mr. Old Head Gaming. What's good with it, boss? Say hello to the people.
How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good evening, enjoying the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know they're here rocking with the best. They ain't worried about no damn Super Bowl. Let's go. And last but not least, oh God, some people may call him Bully McGuire. Other people may call him Lady Starlight. Sadistic Kitten may call him Glory Hole recipient. I don't know. But next up, we've got the man, my dude, the Spider-Man of the community. Yes, Mr. Slight Stardust. What's good?
It's Minority Report, baby. Hey, everyone. How are you all doing? It's time. Right. I had a joke, and I had to ask Hyrule if I was allowed to make this joke, but I'm not going to make it now. I was literally going to open it up, going, it's time to report some minorities. And then I realized what that sounded like. So don't worry about it. Anyway, how's everyone doing? What's good, chat?
Okay, we were going to have Slight Stardust on the show, but
the Multiverse of Madness trailer dropped, and I'm sure there's a multiverse where Stardust is as funny as he thinks he is at times.
Listen, Suki.
Right.
I am not the normal Stardust. I'm superior Stardust. You know what's
Okay. It's really dry.
So this is how we're starting the show off, I guess.
I had a lot of energy, Doom. You listen, I'm watching you smash it with Spider-Man, talking about glory holes and shit. This dude would be my best fucking friend if I was in, and I missed out. So here I am using my pent-up sexual frustration over Sean Chitlock to give you entertainment. All right. That won't be a glory hole. It will be a fist hole once we're finished here, okay? Let's go. What's up? What's up, everyone? Hey, Kitten. Hey, Avenger. Hey, Old Head. Hey, Greek. Hey, Suki. Hey, Doom. Hey. Anyway, sorry, Doom. This is your show, bro. Hey, sorry, man. What's up?
Doomkiller HD has stopped functioning. Please hold.
Every night,
Day and night.
the same dream. Then
I haven't actually watched this yet.
Yeah, me either.
It's my first time as well.
Jacked. He's got titties.
I did what I had to do to protect our world. You cannot control everything, Strange.
He's into BDSM. You'd be surprised.
No. I am into BDSM.
What will walk through it? that?
This is on you, Doom.
What do you know about
Just
the
so you know,
multiverse?
this is on
He's
you.
had his theories.
There she is, the terrorist. Wanda backs him off.
He was right.
You broke Doom again.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality.
He was missing the whole trailer. Whole trailer.
We should tell him the truth.
I mean, he's
What? I
got
didn't know
the
Hyrule
color
was in the
ball gag.
trailer. Little chunks.
Things
The
just
pizza.
got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! To become a hero. I do it. I become the enemy.
Yes, because you're a terrorist, Wanda. You enslaved thousands of people.
It doesn't seem fair.
It does.
Hard to say.
Wow.
Scarlet Witch is a dickhead. I'm sorry. Like, she's there.
You're gonna get spring on you.
No, listen. She's
Stardust.
enslaved.
Stardust. Stop.
What's up?
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Welcome to the Minority Report, guys. And that was obviously the Doctor Strange trailer. Some of you were the first time watching it, right? So can we get a little bit of reaction? We'll start with La Madam Kitchen, aka Yelena. What did you think of that trailer, baby girl?
I loved it. Loved it. Will go see first day. Absolutely.
Nice. Kaz, what you think about that trailer, boss?
I wish I would have waited till the show to watch it with you guys so you could have got my live reaction, but I lost my shit when I saw Professor X.
Oh, hey, what you think, boss?
So I'm gonna make a confession. I haven't yet seen Spider-Man. I might be like the only person on the planet that hasn't yet because I'm waiting for the home release. So I know there's a lot of stuff going on that's gotten pretty wild with Strange. And when I watched this, I'm like, Jesus, I missed a lot just missing one movie. So
you really did, though.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see what's going on in the universe. Of course, we get Moon Knight next, though. So nothing's going to compete with that.
King Greek, Mass Vigilante. What did you think, boss?
It didn't really get me up out of my seat. I thought it was okay. I'm more excited for She-Hulk and Moon Knight than I am Doctor Strange, but I'll still give it a try.
I ain't mad at that. Mrs. Suke, what did you think?
Well, here's the thing. I usually don't watch the trailers. I'll watch the first one because it gives me the brief overview, and then I stay out of it. So thank you for ruining that for me. But no, I mean, it looks good. It's a Marvel movie.
Oh,
Doom, how dare you? How dare you?
My bad. Bully, McGuire, can you be civil? Can you be civil?
Yes, I'll do my best. All right.
What you think about the trailer, bro?
So it was all right. I like all the fancy special effects. I like that they credited the director right in the trailer. That was nice. I like Wanda trying to act like she's a victim after enslaving an entire town. My favorite part. And I'm just hoping that we see Tom Cruise rock up as Superior Iron Man. That's it.
That would be dope.
That's my thing, bro.
All right. I thought the trailer was cool. I mean, I've seen better, but it still got me a little goosebumpy. I thought it was a cool trailer. Chat seems to like the trailer so much. I mean, they stoked about that Professor X part. They right there with you, Cass.
We don't know he's Professor X. We don't know that.
It's a bald man pretty much in a wheelchair. Unless Hyrule broke his legs, I think it's Professor X.
It's either Professor X or Hyrule, one of the two.
Spring with a Snapchat filter or some shit. You know what I mean? But All right, guys, let's get into this Marvel's Avengers thing. That trailer was extra cool. I thought it was dope, but let's get to.
I had a question before you switch up.
Go ahead.
Was that Captain Marvel that was fighting Wanda, or do you think that was somebody else?
I think that was Captain Marvel, to be honest with you. But we can go ahead across the board with that one. That's a good question. Kitten, what you got?
I tried to slow it down. Looked like Captain Marvel. Looked like Carol. I don't know.
Old head. Oh, you don't even know what's going on, do you? Like,
well, yeah, I'm not totally out of it. It could have been Captain Marvel. It also could have been Chris back as Johnny Storm.
Ooh.
If we have multiverse, because Chris Evans has re-signed with Marvel, but he's probably not playing Captain America anymore, so he could be doing some multiverse stuff.
My panties just dropped.
Fuck, bro. Come on, man. This is like 10 minutes into the show.
I thought it was
so we get
Johnny
the wet floor
Storm.
sign.
So I'm with Old Head.
King
I
Greek.
saw it and I was like, oh, Johnny Storm.
Who you got, bro?
I don't have like a personal opinion because it was just a random character whose face I couldn't see, so I just passed it by. Everything that I've been saying is that it's possibly a variant of Maria Rambeau as Captain Marvel, and that would be the most logical explanation. I don't know what the two people on the side of me are talking about with this Human Torch nonsense, but
Suki.
Like I said, I thought it was Human Torch.
Okay, and Bully.
I think it was. I think it was Captain Marvel as well. Or it was Starfire from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. You remember that old cartoon? You guys remember the old? Hold on, what was it called?
Or it could be Spider Marvel. That's the thing.
Why did I pick this particular cast tonight? Why?
Yeah, no, I was right. I actually was right with the title. There you go.
Okay. Back Marvel's Avengers. Let's talk about that.
It's a game.
Do you still play the game? And we'll just go top to bottom, straight across. Do you still play Marvel's Avengers? Yelena Kitten.
Yes.
Oh, it was Firestar.
Shut up, Stardust.
I log in to see new skins every week, but I don't actually play. I've been playing a lot of Destiny.
All right, Kaz, you still log on, bro?
Yeah, I play, but I'm only really just testing out builds in the harm room, in the custom harm room. That's all I really do.
You rocking with Sentinel Zero right now. I ain't mad at you. Oh, hey, you still rocking Avengers, bro?
I deleted off of both systems.
Wow.
It was more of a space issue because I got too much stuff. Like the PlayStation
No,
hard drive,
props.
like this big.
I completely understand.
Okay, Greek, you rocking?
nope.
Suki, you still playing?
I play off and on when it allows me and when it works.
What about you, Bull?
I play when I want background footage for a video, and that's it. So maybe a mission every couple of weeks.
So that's literally what, 2 people on this entire panel right now that's still actively playing Marvel's Avengers, and one is just in the horn room. Literally. That's bad. That leads into this next question. Can this game survive? When you've got, what is it? How many content creators up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 content creators up here. And you've got only 2 rocking right now. Can this game survive? And I'm gonna start with you, Bully.
No. No. No, right, no. Right, okay. So it actually can. Now, when you've got an IP like Avengers, all it takes is the improvements that the community have been begging for since day one to make it into something that can genuinely survive. Because Avengers, the brand itself is so strong, you can make a comeback. You make a comeback on the final fucking day. And on the last day, they decided we've got everything. Wham! Like they have a magic wand and they can fix all the issues. People will come back. They genuinely will, just because of the branding and all that stuff. But if they go down the path they're doing, which I mean, it's been a year plus, so and they've not moved away from the path they're going down, then no, it's got no chance, and by September it'll be done. But if somehow they get visited by 3 ghosts of Avengers past, Avengers present, Avengers future, there's a chance, they might change their ways, man. But I can't see it personally. I mean, we're seeing on Twitter like the way developers are responding to people talking about I have problems and stuff. Like, no, that's your fault. Like it's your fault. It's like, well, you know what? Then there you go. Like, and with that mentality, this game's fucked.
Casual Avenger, can this game survive?
The only way I can really see them really pulling something off that like even gives them another year, you gotta come up with some kind of mode. And it's like patrol mode is like the first thing that comes to mind, but like even something like a survival mode where you're just fighting large waves, like leave out the puzzles, leave out standing on one spot for a certain amount of time, leave that stuff out and just let people fight. Like think about Age of Ultron at the end when they were all in a circle and Ultron is sending waves of robots at him. I feel like if he actually comes to the game, that would be the perfect time to introduce a mode like that. But anything that just lets people play every day is not deep. It's 30 minutes of fun. So you just play for a while. It's not super complex, and you do that over and over again. You get decent rewards, and you have fun for a minute. They need something like that because the modes they have right now, there's no motivation to play it, or it's super buggy. So it's like you got to come up with something at the very least.
I hear that. Suki's okay. Can the game survive?
I think I want it to, because obviously, but at the same time, I honestly don't believe it can, unless they show that something's going to change, and they need to do a complete 180.
Someone
Like
get
everything
ability
that's
some water.
happening.
He's thirsty.
Let's see. Old head.
I think it can limp along, kind of like what it's been doing. With a game, let's be honest, we haven't had a roadmap on a live service game in 5.5 months. Like, just put that in perspective. Like, the last time we had an update there was going to be stuff was them announcing the roadmap for Spider-Man, for the raid. Like, what live service game do you know of that's just like, hey, we're a major property, but we'll get to stuff later. But they do also have
stuff later.
but they do have the Avengers name. They do have Square Enix behind them, and they do have a contract that they could limp this thing along, but it'll just basically be like, it'll be like in that movie Flatliners where everyone was like almost dead, and then in the last second it blipped for like a second, and then it booped again. Well, that's kind of where Avengers is at right now.
Okay. Yelena Kitten.
You said the word limp so many times. I just, Okay, serious answer. In all honesty,
You should have known what you're getting into, Jim.
Listen, Sean raised the bar, so I have to, climb up. Anyway, Come
on, bro.
So
I'm trying to be good. Like, I wasn't even trying to tear up. That is my fault. I apologize.
Okay. So I posted the Lost Ark numbers on Twitter yesterday. I said, wouldn't it be? It was half joking, half serious. Like, wouldn't it be silly if Avengers put out those numbers? The fact of the matter is that specific IP should be putting out those numbers. The only reason, like, I log in to see the skins outside of the promo image because I know they always look better in game. That's it. Like, I have not actually played this game the way that I used to. And it is a lack of communication. It is a lack of clarity. It's a number of things. And combine that with, them kind of standing in their own way as far as what the game could be. It's hard to envision that it would survive past this year unless there's a major shift of some kind, because they've got a lot of content creators, small, big people that they actually work with, telling them what's what. So it's time to take that information and utilize it. It would be nice if they got some backup, maybe from Square, but does Square still believe in this title? Who knows?
I don't think they ever did.
So
be real with you. Greek, you want to wrap that little segment up, boss?
Based off of everything that I've been seeing, not just from the game, but from the developers, from the way everything's being treated, to how the community is reacting, do I think this game is going to survive? No. Do I think this game is going to make it to September? Maybe.
Maybe. Fudge. This is really, really Debbie Downerish right now. let's lift it up a little bit. When you do log on to Avengers and you are having fun, like say you say Suki decides that she wants to stream and she grabs Kitten, Greek, and Casual. Y'all got a 4-man squad, right? What are you guys finding that is actually still enjoyable in the game right now? And I will start with you, Kaz.
If I'm playing with people, like if somebody want me to run with them, I can do the raid or the OLT. Like, I can't remember the last time I played with him, but like every now and then I'll hop in with Sadat, when he hop on weekly and run an OLT or something like that. But I can play the game. It's just me personally, I'm not logging on every day looking for exotics or anything like that. It's like until they drop a roadmap or something, I just turn on some music and go in the harm room and vibe and do that.
So the harm room is literally your main source of enjoyment right now in the game. It's the harm room.
I mean, it's stuff I can do. Like I don't have everybody like past 150 or anything like that, but most of those people I don't play with. So it's like I'm not trying to build up Kamala right now, and it's just nothing new to do. So I can't force myself to do stuff.
Okay. This man here with this name, bro. Go ahead, Bully. What are you doing if you are to log in? Fuck, man.
Sorry.
I said, there's a multiverse out there.
I would where I am Doom Killer HD. I don't know how that would work. Anyway, I would probably only jump on when I'm like, okay. So what am I doing when I'm having fun? Is that what the question?
Yeah,
is?
like what do you find enjoyable in the game right now? If it's nothing, it's nothing. I mean, you don't force it, bro.
I'm not trying to sit here being like a Mardy bastard. Like, I'm not trying to impress Avengers here. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to genuinely I like doing the villain sectors every so often. I get a bit, maybe do a couple of mission chains on the events that they do, and yeah, a couple of photo mode shots. The true end game.
All right, Sonic. I got you, Sonic, bro.
Yeah. Get retweeted by Avengers.
Miss Kitten, you log on to Avengers and you're like, you know what? I'm going to play today and I'm going to have fun playing today. What are you playing?
Oh, there's nothing that I find fun in Avengers anymore. The only possible thing that could make me enjoy is if they had such long, fabulous hair, much like I have here, for their skins, but they do not. So I play other games. It's fine.
I hear you.
No, honestly, yeah. There's nothing right now. The raid is fun when it works, but it's rare that it works. So
What if Elena has long hair?
Next question.
Suki, you answer. You logging on, you want to play with your homies, your homegirls, you know what I'm saying? You chilling. What are you planning to have fun?
I mean, we had fun when we ran the other day. You found Asgard, so there was new content there even. Like, it is fun when you can get together with friends, just have a good time, run through it. It's a great time when it works.
But
when it starts to okay, we gotta reset the checkpoint again.
Yeah.
Or no, this didn't load. Then
it
very quickly becomes this was fun to okay, no, turn this off. Let's go play something else.
But Doom got mugged on that run. Like they stole his sword.
Yeah, they stole your sword.
You found Asgard. Did you tell Thor to call me?
What had happened was, how do you enjoy the game, bro? Hurry
So
up, please,
so
if you don't kill me.
I have three next gen systems, 2 Series X's, and a PlayStation 5, and I deleted off my personal X and my PlayStation 5, but I left it on my streaming Series X for one reason and one reason only. Every once in a while, it's fun to help people on the Xbox community who have never got to play the raid. Like that's the only fun thing because they're like, oh, cool, we get to experience this end game. We've never got a chance to do it. So sometimes me and renewers will get a group of people who have never beat it, and we'll take them through, and that's fun because you see like some genuine like excitement for completing the end game. And then after that's over, you're like, well, that's fun. I'll see you in 2 weeks maybe, and that's kind of where it's at.
Welcome to the stream. You're a little bit late, Mr. Goku. How you doing?
Mr. Goku. I've
He
never
just
been
appeared
called
out
that
of
in my
nowhere like
life.
instant transmission, bro. So you Mr. Goku tonight.
He is Mephisto.
My apologies.
Mephisto.
Oh, okay. don't
No,
spin
you
that
have-
around.
Don't let him do you like that, Synchro. Doom was late as well. All right, let's not.
Oh no, yeah, I'm so. Oh, you know what? I do apologize to the stream, to the chat. I'm sorry we were late. I was just trying to get together after Sean wrecked me all through Fire or Trash, all through Would You Rather, all through the intro questions. Man, I gave a man a
weren't ready
softball
for
question
that.
and got wrecked. How you get
weren't
wrecked
ready
on the
for that
softball
interview at all.
question?
You just can't win it anymore.
Come cinematic universe.
I needed milk. You feel me? Secret, you got 2 questions to wait. Did everybody answer that question? Let me make sure everybody answered that last question before I move to Synchro. Everybody got a chance to answer what they're doing. No, Greek, you haven't answered what you're doing for fun. What you doing for fun, bro?
Nothing.
Okay, figures. You got a question now. Synchro, do you still play Marvel's Avengers? I saw your video. I just recently watched it. So go ahead.
I have not played in 2.5 weeks at this point, I think. It's been a while.
Do you think the game can still survive?
It can survive, yes.
Okay. And
So ominous, bro.
when you
It can.
do he's being a good guest, actually, Mr. Flight Stardust. He's actually being a good guest because he's trying to help me get through the segment so we can move on, asshole. But anyway, what do you do to find what do you do to find enjoyment in the game when you do log in, boss?
So I haven't actually. Well, I played on 2 accounts, right? So if I were to log in, it would just be grinding characters to 150 because I haven't done that in a while, and nobody's there.
Gotcha. All right, guys. I'm gonna start off with 2 bully because I looks like I hurt your feelings, and I love you. You know this. You know I love you.
Oh, I was laughing. Oh no, I feel bad now. I'm sorry.
Don't give him an inch. He takes 5,000.
I know you're worse than him, so you don't even start,
Don't-
Yelena. Don't even.
Don't give me an inch, or else we'll be doing some Sean Chiplock glory.
You know
hole
what?
action, bro.
If she gives you an inch, you take it. Boy, I almost went there just now. Anyways,
Catching me.
Slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
right up. Yes,
slippery
indeed.
slope
What
would be
needs
right.
to change in this? I can't even talk right now. I will never have you 2 on the same podcast again. I promise you this. I promise you this right now.
I was just
Anyway,
talking about.
You need to
Anyone
shut
wanna
up
take
so
a
I can
bet on
ask you a
that?
question, though.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And you know, I'm gonna move you up here by me so you can feel special. Let me move you up here.
Yeah, I'm
You up here,
Synchro Champ Stan represented.
All
Where
right.
I belong on the bottom.
Fuck, bro.
I have asserted my dominance as the top. You've made me and Kitten swap roles, by the way. Is that supposed to mean something? To
That is my last one.
I'm not comfortable with Star on top. I'm just saying I'm still kind of new to this.
You're supposed to.
just-
You call.
like,
that
I just
sounds a
got
bit
the plug
sus.
set, you
call
know?
me. You call me your brother. So if you're talking about that, that's some weird Alabama type shit, right?
Well, or certain animes in general.
I don't know what to do with this freaking cast, y'all. Like, I'm gonna bring everybody back real shortly. I really don't know what to do with this cast. Like, I'm lost right now, y'all. Can I get some help? Sadat, if you're in the chat, you want to come on here and host this with me, bro, because I can't control these people, bro. I can't. I mean, between Sadistic Kitten, Slight Stardust, and Mama Suki, I mean, I don't really know what to do with myself, y'all. I'm hurting. But we shall continue the show. We'll bring back on Miss Kitten first. Hello, Kitten. How are you? You're back. Welcome back. Hello. Kaz, how you doing, my dude? Welcome back.
What did I do?
I just had to get some time to breathe, bro. I'm so sorry. I mean, you good. He's like, Doom, messing over me now. That's the homie, though. Like, what's good with it, Greek? Welcome back, good sir. I would like to commend you, Mr. Master. How the hell are you? Let me get some sense in here. Hey, old head. Hey, how are you doing, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. You gave us all like a timeout to think about our behavior.
And this man comes in drinking. I'm not doing this shit tonight. I'm not doing this shit tonight, y'all. Shape the hell up right now. God damn it. Okay. How you doing, champ? You good?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm feeling it.
Oh, I gotta bring these two back on now. Hey, Suki, how are you?
I'm kind of hurt. Not gonna lie.
You hurt? You hurt? You hurt, Mama Suki? Really? Explain yourself,
Doom. From the bottom of my heart, okay? I'll get you something. My friend helped me out recently. They got me a bunch of gifts. You know, I got the breast now, too. And so we've got the plug, and we've got the lube for every time you have Sadistic on.
That escalated quickly.
I'm not doing this shit. Hey, buddy.
You have a butt plug?
You know what?
Suki.
You know what? You know how we gonna solve this? I'm gonna put you right here. I'm gonna put you right here, right? I'm gonna put you right here. I'm gonna put you right here. I'm gonna put you right here. Enjoy y'all.
Yeah, okay, so hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, hold on, no. This is I can't do it. I can't do it.
You already messed it up.
This is Doom Killer HD. You are now rocking with the best. I am I am the posh variant of Doom Killer HD. You are now rocketh with the besteth. So hello panel. Let's do fire or trash. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's gonna come back in a minute because I've summoned him.
Are you serious?
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. And welcome to another segment of Fire or Trash, where we take your favorite YouTube or Twitch streamer, content creator, and ask them a series of questions really fast. The only thing they can answer is fire or trash. Fire or trash, fire or trash. The only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash, fire or trash. The only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire, or is it trash? Fire or trash.
Fire or trash? That's what y'all wanted to fucking play? Fuck this shit. We gonna play fire or trash. This is hot sauce.
Fire.
Yes. Salmon salad.
What was that? Summit salad.
Salad.
Salmon salad. Fire.
Trash, I imagine.
Many mothers out there.
Synchro champ. One night stands.
Oh, trash. I'm in a committed relationship for 7 years. Trash.
Old head gaming. KY jelly.
Fire.
Casual Avenger. Ecstasy.
Trash.
King Greek. Chicken fly rice.
Trash.
Sadistic Kitten. Zucchini bread.
Trash.
Suki, you cannot run. Bring your ass back here right now. Right now.
Suki's using that butt plug, I think.
Y'all wanted to play fire or trash. Y'all wanted to just take the show over, right? Let's play fire or trash, goddammit.
Suki's gaped.
Slice Stardust.
What's up?
Butt plugs.
Oh, fire, mate. Let me tell you
You're a
right
nasty
now.
bastard, you boy. You a nasty bastard.
When you're feeling
Mr.
congested.
Synchro Champ. Mr. Synchro Champ, how you doing this evening, sir?
Good.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Fire.
Cool. I'm happy you think that. What about strip clubs?
Trash.
Why'd you have to think so hard, Mr. Committed Relationship Man?
Hey.
Oh, okay.
That's a fair point.
Old head gaming. Are you married, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm not gonna even ask you that, bro. We're not even doing that to you, dog. We're not even doing that to you, dog.
You can ask me a question.
No, I am not asking you that, good sir. We'll just move over to Suki. You okay? I got you, Suki.
She just straight ghosted.
Yeah, she did.
She's like
Sadistic
neither
kitten.
or trash. I'm out.
Sadistic kitten. How you liking facials these days?
Fire.
Oh my God, y'all so wide open on this thing. Slice Stardust, when she squirts in your face, do you like it?
I drink it, bro. I'm like,
and that's a wrap on this show. Let's get up. Y'all are going too wild right now. I was just messing with y'all. Y'all doing too much. No, I'm not listening to you. I am not listening to you. Buy a fire or trash shirt and listen to Spring. That's what you do.
Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions.
Hey guys, it's Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. So why don't you look your best by rocking your very own Fire Trash t-shirt? Where to get it, you might ask? Go to financialfelons.com and use code DOOM for 15% off. Support your favorite team and look fly doing it. Take a picture in your shirt and send it to us at DoomSquad_DSG on Twitter, and we will be sure to shout you out. I'll be looking forward to seeing your swag. Don't forget, use code DOOM at checkout for your 15% off. See you soon and let the good times roll.
Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash.
Did Suki really leave? Suki said I'm out, bro. Y'all doing too much. Okay, now can we really get on with the show for real?
Yes,
guys?
sorry,
we
yeah.
really have a good show, like, because y'all are. I'm not doing this no more. Not with you, Kitten and Suki at the same time. I personally cannot handle it. Final question was, what needs to change with communication for this game to actually succeed? And I'll start with just go across the board. We'll start with you. Come on, bro, change your name, dude.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, you're going down here until you get that fixed, bro. Suki,
I've done it. I changed it.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
But we're gonna start with Stardust.
Okay.
He's back right now. Okay.
All right. So, I think communication needs to be fixed, but first of all, being a bit more sympathetic for the players rather than it be like, your fault. We believe this is our vision only. We're sticking to our guns. No because it's okay for them to say we're taking feedback, but whenever you have conversations with devs and they argue against your point continuously until you just fold, that to me isn't really taking feedback. That's trying to we're smarter than you and we know it sort of vibes. So what you need to do is you need to be a bit more open-minded to what people want, because your method isn't working. And when there's an audience that are giving you advice that will make them keep playing the game, if you don't take that, then it's, at that point, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You've got to just got to listen to people. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's giving you the suggestions. You've just got to take it on board. That's it.
Okay. Let's see. King Greek, answer that, bro. Communication.
And a one-word answer, everything.
Wow, bro.
There's not much I can say outside of the fact that I don't like how the communication has been handled in some areas, because whenever we get them talking for a little bit, it only stays that way for a little bit, and then it goes right back to a fucking game of being quiet.
Okay. Suki, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, like at this point, all we need is just, even if they came out and said, hey, we know you guys are waiting, it's going to take a bit longer, we're still working on what's to come. That would honestly go a long way with a lot of people right now, instead of just dead silence. Oh, here's skins.
Okay. Old head.
Well, Avengers and communication is kind of an oxymoron. Like, it's been bad from the start of the game, and it's never really like they've kind of gotten to the point where, like, for a hot second they'll be a little transparent, and then what happens is they find out that people are like having fun with the game and doing what they want to do, and that's bad. So we didn't tell you to play the game that way. I completely designed a system that is supposed to be played one way, and you guys are doing it. Then they get mad at us. They put us in timeout. They won't talk to us. It's like a super dysfunctional, like you have your alcoholic father who's just like beating on you, but you're like, Dad, I want to be good. But the Avengers is kind of like that. Like, it's just an abusive relationship between the devs' communication standards towards the group. It's pretty bad. Like, it's one of the worst I've seen in many games I've played over the long decades I've been gaming.
Kitten, go ahead.
I think just a little bit more transparency. I know that the Play Avengers Twitter, they have time tweets, they have things that they have to put out, it's, on a daily. It's fine, but just some clear and concise communication outside of the Valentine's Day tweets or the skins tweets, things like that, and just talk to your community. Your community's there. They love the game. They want to see it succeed. I don't think anyone here wants to see it fail. So just talk to them. They're people. They love your game. They want to play it. So help them.
Say that then. Cass?
Like old head said, it's pretty much been bad and consistently bad. So I think it's more so an issue of like Square Enix kind of having a tight leash on what they can and can't say. So like from our perspective, you should be able to just say, hey, the roadmap is coming, soon, or some kind of post or update across social media letting people know like it is being worked on and that it will be rolling out in the near future. It doesn't seem like they can even do stuff like that. So I don't know how much of an issue is it the community managers not wanting to communicate versus Square Enix not really wanting to have the freedom to speak outside of an official statement. So gotcha. I don't see that changing anytime soon, but it should.
Synchro?
Yeah. I think Casual really nailed that. He hit the nail on the head. Like, I have some experience with working on roadmaps and delivering them, but not in yes. But like it's usually like a couple of people that are building the roadmap, and then like the way that roadmap gets communicated, there's like a whole bunch of different levels that has to go through, and I'm sure there's people high up that are like, how much do we tell them? And like it's probably a mess, and I don't know how much they're willing to share, and I wish that it was more, and it pretty much has to be more, because we have gotten nothing for a long time, and that's not looking, people don't like that, obviously.
Makes sense to me. Suki, you want to wrap that up?
I already answered.
Did you? Oh, did everybody on the panel go already? I think we did get everybody. Okay, cool. Y'all really got me thrown off. I really don't even know where to go from here right now. So I guess we can do some kind of free-for-alls for a little bit. I know Sadistic Kitten has an issue with hair in this game right now. So what I want to ask is, does everybody else feel like the hair is that important? And I want y'all to be completely honest. She might kill y'all. I mean, she does laugh and train assassin. So, but I really want to know, like, is hair a make or break deal for you? And we'll just go across the board, but we'll take you last, Mr. Distant Kitten. Stardust.
Okay, so for me, so I've got kind of two answers for this, if that's all right. So for me personally, the hair, not too fussed, right? But I also totally understand it, right? Because if you want to see this version of the character in outfit form represented in a video game, then the hair does include that as well. You can't say like, oh, this is Black Widow from Infinity War, right? And then not match it with all the aesthetic. Obviously, I get the face situation, obviously, but like everything else can be at that high standard. You know what I mean? Like if mobile games are doing it, if like the other Marvel games in the past have done it, if Fortnite fucking does it, then there's no reason to not see a AAA Avengers title put that effort into the full experience. For me, would I not buy it if the hair wasn't accurate? Not really, because Spider-Man doesn't have hair on his skins. So, but I totally understand people's experience with it. Fully animated hair, I don't think it needs to be either. I just think they need to make an effort, and if they make an effort that's good enough, then that will reward a purchase.
Okay. Synchro, hair, make or break it for you?
Star stole my answer. I was literally just going to say Spider-Man does not have hair. Not a single one of his skins doesn't have, like, he doesn't just, they didn't even bother. I think that's a direct response to people potentially getting up in arms over it. And, you know, it happens. And I can totally understand why you would want to see accurate hair to the skin that you're purchasing. But I think it gets blown a little bit out of proportion. I think some people go a little hard with it. It doesn't matter too much to me. That's for sure.
We got you, Bob. Let us get through this real quick, and we'll actually answer that. Old head, is hair make it break it for you?
I don't give a shit at all.
All right, I hear you. Greeky Greek, Mass Vigilante, what you think about hair, bro?
I understand that if it's a very specific skin coming from the movies or whatever, people care about it being accurate. Even then, I still don't necessarily care all that much. But outside of that, I don't give a shit. I'm not worried about hair. I'm worried about whether or not I can play and enjoy myself.
Yeah. Cass, hair?
It's not usually a deal breaker for me, but I understand people who want it to be 1-in-1 or as close to 1-in-1 as it can be. I don't think everybody can articulate that the best without being like super aggressive or toxic, but at the core of it is like I get what they're saying. Like with the Kate skin, the hair is fine on paper, but it would have been more interesting if she had the ponytails or the pigtails or anything like that. So it's like I get it. At worst, just don't buy it. But you know, everything in the game is serviceable as it is. So
I hear that. Suki, you want to rock with your sister on this one and answer that?
Well, here's the thing about hair, and I think Avengers kind of screwed itself in this regard, is because when we first started getting the MCU skins, when we got to see the faces and the hair, it was very clearly their character designs just wearing the MCU outfits. And I was honestly fine with that. It wasn't until they started changing it up and they go, okay, well, you guys want the hair, so we're going to start updating the hair, giving you different hair. That is when it's like, okay, well, now you're committed to that. You can't go back to it's our designs and we're doing that. And that's what they did with Kate. It was like right back to, well, I'm sorry. No, Kate didn't even have a thought, but anyone else, sorry, still pissed about that. Like, honestly. But yeah, I think they really screwed themselves by they couldn't decide if we want to go this route or we want to go this route. Because once you make a decision, you have to go with that decision. Had they stayed and kept going like, oh, we're not doing the hair, we're just doing our character designs with the MCU outfits, I honestly think it would have rided out just fine. It was the fact they split and then they keep trying to go back and forth. And that's not going to work with anybody.
Got you. Kitten, you can answer the first question and then follow up with Bob's question if you don't mind, my dear.
Sure. So as far as the hair goes, it has always been kind of the cadence with every Marvel related title that when they put these skins in the game, they have the look that they're supposed to have, the look that you would expect them to have. If you're getting Infinity War Widow, then you're getting her with the blonde hair straight and the vest and all that comes with it. And they do it in literally every game. Avengers is the only game that I've not seen that utilized. And it's, I've heard the conversations revolving around, long hair animating and like how that would affect the engine. My question is, why can't they do new short hairstyles then? Vary it up. It just seems like it's always the same couple of hairstyles. And I think that's my biggest problem, is just a lack of variety. It kind of just doesn't add anything special to the skin if I've gotten the iconic hair 10 times in a row. And as far as Bob's question with the animating, no, it doesn't really have to flow. And I think that was something that was mentioned on Twitter too, is that, the comparison to Lara Croft's hair, like it needs to be as free and the way it cascades, everywhere. Like it doesn't need to do that. If you look at Horizon, Aloy's hair doesn't move that freely. Same thing with other games, Tifa in Final Fantasy Remake. These hairstyles aren't like flowing all over the place. They're somewhat stationary most of the time. And I think that, if you can figure that out, then you can make it work and possibly add something new and interesting to the skin that we haven't seen before.
Animated hair, Stardust?
So for me, I obviously, because I was, I did the video of someone talking about, I think it was Becca talking about how it would make the engine all dodgy because they treat it like a separate character and all that. But like the thing is, and just to carry on with what Kitten was saying, is that Lara Croft, she's on her own. Do you know what I mean? So people would expect all that effort on a character that's just solo, her own experience. It's not co-op or anything like that. But whereas obviously in Avengers, game where they're pumping out skins as much as they can at the moment, having that hair being like all fucking like all over the place, meh. I think people just appreciate that you made that effort in the first place. You know what I mean? Even if their hair looks like it's been glued on and it's just stuck there with, I think people would prefer that over like anything else. Also, really quick, to Kitten's point again about the different hairstyles. Do you guys remember that Grey Widow suit that had like the fringe that they just never used again? I like that hairstyle, and I'd love to see that again on another skin. It looks a bit weird on the picture though. She looks squished.
Synchro Champ, animated hair.
I don't care one way or the other. I think it has to match with the art style of the aesthetic that the game is going for. So like if you look at Fortnite as a prime example, those hairstyles are pretty much just clay and you put them on the model and then they just don't move. But for the most part, at least. And then like in Avengers, they kind of set this precedent with like hair that flows and each individual strand of hair is like animated and it does its own thing. And when you do that, like that's harder to do. It's technologically more impressive. But it also does, it's kind of limited them. So if they were to change that now, I don't know if that would even work. I don't know if it would look out of place. But it might be worth tackling if it would change things.
Old head.
Well, I think they should, if they're going to do it for someone, they should do it for Kamala, since half the time she's just a bobbing head anyway. So at least if she's just going to be a floating head, she can have some additional work done. But I think there's a lot of problems with this game that animated hair wouldn't fix, unfortunately. I mean, I can understand putting appropriate hairstyles with, certain outfits, but I think that's probably a little much asking for, with the fact that their crown jewel is the raid and 60% of the time it doesn't work.
Damn. Greek, animated hair. You're muted if you're talking.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Animated hair.
Yeah.
Honest opinion, I really feel either way about it.
I ain't mad at that. Kaz, did we get to you yet? No.
I mean, the fact that everybody pretty much just said they not even really playing the game right now. But this is one of the questions that's plaguing the community. Says everything,
bruh.
He's talking about hair.
Oh, there she goes. Suki, what do you think about animated hair?
I do not think it needs to be animated. No, I mean, there's so much going on. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit there and go, look at the way the hair moves while all the battle's going on. That's just not me. Now, again, I think Star said if it was single player, if it was just a full single player Avengers game, then yeah, you expect that. But for a more multiplayer focus, like what we got and all the action going on, everything else, I don't think it needs to move at all.
Okay. Let's talk about bugs, yo. Let's talk about bugs in the game. Now,
How much time do you have?
Oh shit. We got about 30 minutes left. So if y'all want to spend the last 30 minutes.
I don't think we have enough time. That's like it's a whole show.
Golly. Last time I played the game, I was running with Suki. I think it was Alien Fighter and somebody else. I don't remember who we was running with, but we was having some fun. And we were playing the OLT. And I got knocked into Asgard, y'all. The big mech slammed his foot down and it sent me like literally into the Bifrost. And I was there until that section of the mission ended. It was funny on stream. On honestly, though, I was frustrated as hell because I wanted to play my game. You know what I mean? And I'm just literally floating around in Asgard, looking at the pretty stars and the pretty lights and stuff like that. All games have bugs. We know this, right? But is Avengers bugs right now with the lack of communication going on? Is that really a super hinder to the game as far as new players are concerned? And we'll just go across the board. We'll start. Oh, go. Oh shit. Never mind. We're going with old head first. Go.
Well, sorry. The reason I think that the bugs for Avengers are a huge problem is because they've funneled everything into two things. Like the only way you can level your characters now if you're at 150 is to do two items, the OLT and the raid. And if the raid's broken as all get out, it makes it really frustrating to play the game. So like, for example, when the raid dropped, it took me 8 times on PlayStation 5 to complete it. 8 times before I got through the raid. And I'm running on a new next gen console, so it wasn't my end. And still, we've still had plenty of times where I'm playing on Xbox, where I'm playing on PlayStation, you know, people get pinned to the floor, people fall through the floor, people DC. Like, let's not even talk about DCing. That's a whole nother problem that's just mind-boggling. That's still
it's your network, it's your fault.
Yeah, your gigabit Ethernet is not good enough to play Avengers. I can play every other damn game in the universe. But that's the problem. When you have made a system that the only things that really matter is one thing, really, the raid. If you've reached endgame and it's horrifically broken, what's endgame players gonna do? Like, you end up like casual, like, I'm gonna go visit the harm room because at least I'm not gonna crash out there and do stuff. Or you end up like I am, where you're like, well, I need hard drive space.
There are bugs in the harm room.
I miss Roy. I miss when Roy was just sitting in the harm room, like
in a pile of dust. Yeah, that's just bad. Kitten, game breaking bugs, is that a real hindrance for new players coming to the game?
Yes, actually. I think that especially if you're new to the game, it's a very demoralizing and frustrating experience, and it just makes you, especially if it's like, you know, I wanted to try this, I was excited, and you know, there you go, your hopes are dashed. When it comes to the raid, like my very first run was super flawless. After that, it took another 3 times before I got a good run on the raid. And it's frustrating when that's your path to power. That's like your solitary path to power after OLT. So, you know, what are you going to do?
Go ahead, Stardust.
Okay, so you're talking about new players, right? So I think it's only fair for me to tell how my experience was when I was a new player, right? Back in the darker times, Jesus. So when you're running the campaign and the cutscenes don't work, right, as in they're glitchy, the laggy, you know, all that stuff, and, you know, you're crashing and all that, and this is a game you've been waiting for since it was the Avengers project, you do feel quite demoralized. I will see, you know, you're like, shit, these reviews might have been right, you know. Like, and then obviously you get to the end game, and minus the terrible frame rate, wasn't the worst experience in the world, right? now being someone who's obviously got a lot more experience on the game, still having that, maybe this is a bit shit. and after so long, I feel like anyone who isn't like us bunch of weirdos sticking with this would be like, you know what? I've had enough. Because realistically, you think about it this way, if it wasn't the Marvel license and it was just normal live service game, right? You go in, you try their raid. It takes you 8 times to beat it. You'd be done. You'd be like, fuck this game, done forever, right? If you play it and you fall through the map and you go into Asgard, you'd be like, fuck that, uninstall, right? And it literally is just the Marvel license alone that is allowing us to just sort of be a bit more resilient with it. But if it was any other game, this would be over. And I feel like, in a sense, that's kind of why people say this IP is so powerful, man. But let me tell you, new players, I would say about 25% would probably, 50% will probably stick with it, because despite the bugs, it is still a Marvel game, and when it works, really well. But I think that anyone who's not interested in Marvel would be gone. Like, they've lost that chance to ever get the big audience because they fucked off when they couldn't complete the campaign.
Synchro, what you got, bro?
You guys remember the in the early days, there was a bug floating around that was frankly hilarious, where like Thor in that initial A-Day mission would like do the swing and you had to hit the QTE to make him finish the swing, and if you never hit the QTE, just sit there and float forever, and there was no timer on it, and he'd just be in the air forever.
Oh, that wasn't a bug. That was a design choice.
Well, yeah, fair. Like, no and yes, like both true, whatever. But like that kind of stuff that happens in every game, right? Like every game is like that. Spider-Man PS4 is like stuff like that's happened to me. There's minor bugs in that game all the time. But the game needs to function at its core, and sometimes Avengers doesn't do that, and that's a really big shame. And I wish that it was, not the case, and I wish that it would just be more accessible. But it's not the most accessible title for a lot of reasons, bugs being a big one.
Greek bugs.
You muted.
So I would 100% say yes, because when you take into account the old players, right, the ones who are willing to step around, they're pretty much getting annoyed because the main the main entertainment piece for in-game content is bugged 7 ways to Sunday. And for new players coming in, dealing with that experience, seeing how it's bugged 7 ways to Sunday, and them not really having any hope, because once they go and look at the community and they see that we haven't heard shit, the developers don't talk to us, and they've rarely spoken to us in a while. There's no responses of whether or not the bugs are being fixed, what's exactly being fixed. They haven't. If we hear back from anything, it's gonna be about them patching shit that we didn't ask for, instead of us actually getting what we want. So yes, it's horrible.
You hit that on the head, son. Go ahead, my dude, Cass.
2 things. I'll try not to say first, but 2 things. When you're new and you're playing like casually, you really don't run into any bugs. Like my experience with the game prior to playing online and multiplayer, the worst bug I had was like Thor's cape flipping. That was it. Like, I had no game breaking bugs or falling through the floor, nothing like that. And I feel like it's enough stuff in the game to keep casual players entertained before they even get to the end game stuff. But outside of that, when it comes to bugs itself, you have so many bugs in the game that they do not fix and have not fixed, like the health bug, which you get randomly out of nowhere and it's impossible to get rid of it. And instead of putting resources towards actually fixing that, they justify like, oh, well, there's no return on that, but we can patch the hell out of anything that's fun. That's the problem with bugs. That's my biggest problem when it comes to bugs. You can patch the hell out of something next week if we're enjoying it. So if Thor gets a bug that lets him wipe the room instantly, that's getting patched ASAP, but we still dealing with the health bug.
Damn.
That got to stop. Like, that has to change this year going forward. It's too many bugs carrying over from 2020 that's still just in the game. Like, get some raid and get in the game and put a stop to it.
Yes,
so it's like, that's my problem with the bugs. Like, if you can patch, you can patch those damn bugs. Like they'll say they patched the bug, but the bug is still there. But Black Panther's gear piece, that's gone. Like that hasn't came back at all. They can fix that when we're enjoying it, but when we're not enjoying it,
Right.
somehow we can't figure that stuff out.
No, I hear you there, bro. I definitely hear you there. Go ahead and Suki and wrap that little segment up, please, madam.
You skipped Old Head.
No,
I
Old Head
started,
went
actually.
first. He went
Oh,
first.
okay, Old Head went first. Never mind. But yeah, like my first experience with the game, like Casual said, I didn't have many bugs. Like I'm trying to think if I had any major ones, and I can't think of like any. I don't even think I had to reload the checkpoint while I was playing through on my own. It wasn't until I broke into that multiplayer and started trying the matchmaking and everything else. That's when I get the reload checkpoints and everything else. And I don't know if you guys have tried playing with randoms, and I'm not talking about the raid. Don't ever play the raid with randoms. My God, just regular runs with randoms, and you hear, oh yeah, just reload checkpoint, reload. The fact that we have just accepted that reload checkpoint is a thing in this game is ridiculous. Can you imagine this game without reload checkpoint? Where would we be at right now?
I remember reload checkpoint in Anthem.
Oh, wow, you played that? Oh,
I
sorry.
did.
I'm sorry.
I was wonderful.
I'm sorry.
I tried to play Anthem, and then the load screens were longer than the time I was in the missions. So,
I got a question for y'all. We'll just go across the board again. If Marvel's Avengers, the same team, were to make I would say Crystal Dynamics / Square Enix, were to make a Marvel's Avengers 2, would you buy it? And we'll just go straight across the board. Sadistic Kitten.
No. If they, I put out a tweet not too long ago saying that I wouldn't even consider another Tomb Raider or Perfect Dark at this point, because I have to see the breadcrumbs now. I have to see you putting the effort now. Like even worst case scenario, Avengers doesn't make it out of this hole. Like at least you tried to course correct towards the end. I would at least respect it, you know. Give me some transparency, some honesty, some good communication. And yeah, I'll look into your other titles. But as of right now, with the current status, no.
Synchro heavyweight champion of the world / Stardust.
I would be quite conflicted, not because it's a CD game, not because anything like that, but because again, the Marvel brand, right? I'm a bit of a Marvel shill in general, so like I would just want it to say I have it rather than actually, you know what I mean? But
wow.
But in all seriousness though, like when it comes to, you know, Kitten nailed it on the head, because like when it comes to this game in general, like as I've said before, I feel like with them openly saying like, yeah, we've got some people going on Perfect Dark as well, I don't feel like they've got any intention of improving the game any more than what it is. So, and I'm not interested in Perfect Dark. I don't give a fuck about Tomb Raider, you know. So if you want to use the money you've made off the MCU carcass that you're dragging to the finish line, I'm not interested. And if they go, let's do an Avengers 2 before fixing the first game, I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's mental. It reminds me of Omni-Man in Invincible when he's like, "What's 17 more years? I can make another kid."
Yeah.
It's literally like that. Like this one's broken, I'll just go make a new one. Like, no, I'm not interested in that. Like, I wouldn't buy the game. There you go. I'd ask my local game shop if I can get the case to display it. There you go.
Synchro champ, Avengers 2. Would you buy it?
If it's just called Marvel's Avengers 2, no shot. Like that should just be like a continuation, or they should fix what they got. But if they like market it better, or it is a better product, I don't know, like maybe. But like probably not.
Okay. Old Head.
So prior to Avengers, I had a really good history with Crystal Dynamics. They made fantastic single player games. And if you saw, the single player component was top notch. So I will have no problem picking up Tomb Raider. I'll have no problem picking up Perfect Dark. I don't think I'll ever touch a CD multiplayer game again, though, regardless of whether it's Avengers or anything.
It's just not your cup of tea, huh? I ain't mad at that. King Greek, my dude. Avengers 2, you buying it?
Nope.
Simple.
Man of few
Precise.
words.
Casual,
He's a very simple man.
Nothing
Casual
against,
Avenger. Are you buying
nothing
Avenger
against
2?
Crystal Dynamics, but it literally would make no sense to go with them for a sequel. Like you shooting yourself shit in the head at that point, not even the foot. Like you killing any chance that game would have getting off the ground because they've killed any confidence that the community could have in them at that point. So it's like I just don't think they understood what they had on their hands. Like they thought way too small and way too focused on a single player narrative, and that wasn't even all that great. It's good, but it's like for an Avengers game, it's like you had like 2 seconds of Thor, nobody else but AIM. It's like that's not what you do with this kind of property. So it's like they would definitely have to get a new studio. Who do you get? I don't know. I know a lot of people say Insomniac, but they also don't have any multiplayer games out there. I don't know what the answer would be, but if it's Crystal Dynamics again, probably not.
Suki.
I would love to say like no, not at all. But if they do the marketing, they turn around and more importantly, they start with her. Okay. If they start with her and they go, Suki, we're gonna plug you. Are you gonna bend over? I'm like, yes, I will, because I get her. That's all I need. All right.
Oh gosh.
I honestly feel like if Square did a sequel, it wouldn't go to Crystal anyway. Like it would go to like EDO's Japan or something along those lines, a much bigger, more powerful studio and that has like history. Like I don't think Square would have a problem doing a sequel if they could squeeze one out, but I don't think they would ever do it with Crystal again.
What I want from an Avengers game, I want to go through the MCU in the video game. You know, I want to start off with Iron Man and go through Iron Man 1. You know, then I want to play as Captain America in the first Avenger. And then I want to play as Thor. You know what I mean? And literally, I want to go through the MCU. If somebody can make a game like that where you can literally just play the MCU in the video game style, would that be something you, as the panel, and you can answer that in the chat too, would you guys want to play an MCU-based Marvel's Avengers game? And I'll start with you, Miss Kitten.
To be honest, no. I love where your head's at. I think that's an interesting concept to follow it that way, but I would want to play a unique story. I definitely would. I don't think
I played a unique story and it wasn't that damn good. I'm sorry.
I think if the focus would have been redirected, maybe, then they possibly could have come up with a better narrative. I mean, I like what they did with Kamala. I liked the single play experience, but I do agree that it was lacking in some areas. So, but Ultimate Alliance 3 did its own, narrative, and it worked out really well. It followed like the whole Infinity Stone power chase, but I think it can be done. It's just how you utilize it.
Stardust, what the hell, young? Come on, bro. MCU,
okay, so
MCU video game. Would you want to play that?
I would have an MCU video game like Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. So like I would have the Lego Infinity Saga thing, you know what I mean? So like you could go to like all these different like places and just relive the entire MCU. But not because I wouldn't want to play like a more like a non-Lego version. It's just because I can't see any game developer wanting to put like all those films into a game, squish it. That would be like maybe too much of an undertaking. But Lego wise, I couldn't see why that couldn't be done. I'd love that. In regards to like anything else though, I would like to just see more chances being taken on comic stories and anything that isn't the MCU. I feel like deserves more of a base, because the MCU obviously very well represented in the world, right? It's when you say Marvel, people are like, oh yeah, I'm watching Doctor Strange. You know, they don't think, oh, I was reading that comic the other week, that Spider-Man Beyond stuff. They don't do that. And I feel like, you know, if you can get more games like that, I think it'd be incredible. We need to see.
Bro, you talking for a long ass time, dog. I got like 7 more people.
Sorry,
on the
just
channel,
one more thing. I want to see more games like Ultimate Spider-Man that take the comic theme and shove it into game format. There you go.
Okay, single champ MCU Marvel Avengers game.
Yeah, so that exists, but usually when it fell. Usually when we're talking about these kinds of things, they end up being a little bit soulless and a little bit cash grabby, because they're like, look at this thing that you liked, it's over here now also, right? So buy that also. And like, I'm open to the idea, and I'm open to it potentially not being that, because it doesn't have to be that. Like, we've seen it happen with like the Captain America movie video game. That one is pretty good. That's a pretty good example of a film.
I like
game
the Thor
that did
one
it
too.
well.
The Thor one was pretty
The Thor
good.
one is okay. Yeah,
I like the
I don't
fun
hate
factor of the Thor one is what I'm saying.
for sure. There's some fun to be had. Like, I like the Iron Man 2 video game. It's trash, but I like it. But like, I'd be open to seeing it. I just don't think they've done it incredibly well so far.
Got you. Old head MCU Marvel Avengers game.
So the problem with doing an MCU Marvel game, not just how massive the MCU's become, I think you're opening yourself up for even more criticism than you had with the Marvel's Avengers franchise, because people have such a finite perspective of what the MCU is. Like, it's there. Like, there's no kind of leeway for any kind of artistic license, because people just lose it at that point. Like, for me, like, games like Maximum Carnage, like back on the Super Nintendo, was like some of the funnest games, where they take these massive comic stories and then of course they add to them, and like there was characters that weren't really in Maximum Carnage, but you're like, that's cool, I'm all right with that. You can take some artistic license. I think games need to start focusing. Now Lego was another thing, but Lego is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, if you can't have fun playing a Lego game, there's probably something wrong with you. Because they're just good old-fashioned fun. Like, so if Lego was like, yeah, I'm doing it all of them, I'm like, all right, I'm in. Here's my $90. Here's all the DLC. Sure, get me. But like, for most part, I would rather play stuff where it's like, these are like comic stories that, like, here's this big overarch, like something like, you know, like Secret Invasion, like as a comic book story, was great. Like, you had freaking Deadpool dressed as the Philly Fanatic shooting aliens. Like, what more could you possibly want? Like, those types of stories would be so much fun to play as a video game. I would rather than stay away from the MCU.
Gotcha. King Greek MCU Avengers game. What you think?
No, and that's simply just because I'm at a point as to whereas I would rather see other stories be told in games, such as, for example, the Fear Itself storyline. And like it's been said already, that game exists. Lego Marvel The Avengers run us through pretty much phase 1 and phase 2 of the MCU, including the shitty Thor, the Dark World movie. It's already there.
Cass, MCU Avengers?
The concept that I would take from the MCU is just the overarching connected branching thing. So like Guardians of the Galaxy being connected to Avengers and pulling Insomniac Spider-Man into the Avengers universe, something like that. But following a format similar to Earth Mightiest Heroes, where you got multiple factions that play. You know, you got the Avengers mansion to run around. You link up with your groups, and they have an expanding roster. So you bringing in other people who aren't yet officially Avengers, but you have this large roster similar to like Ultimate Alliance. And if you want to have an iconic mission, throwback mission, or something like that, so the Captain America, World War II, something like that, you can throw stuff like that in, but you can tell your own stories at the same time.
That makes sense. Suki, you want to wrap that up?
I mean, here's the thing. We already have the MCU Avengers. At least that was the idea for this game, was we're going to have all this content. We're going to have this outreaching, branching story and everything. And as we know, that didn't work out. We're kind of like stuck in phase 1, and it just has not moved on. It's just phase 1 for like years on end. And that's what we were promised, was the MCU in video game form. And that's why I bought the game. I honestly, I enjoyed the movie tie-in games, but as it's been pointed out, like I don't want to play beat for beat that in a game. The Lego Marvel games, they do a great job of it. They kind of change it up with the humor and everything, but I don't need that in a video game. What I need is what Avengers promised me. That's all I want.
Okay. What is the game that you're playing right now? Like your go-to game? Is everybody's literally on the panel is like, I log into Avengers, or it's gone off my system, or I only come in to look at the pretty hair every now and then, and it's not pretty, so I'm not even doing that. So what game are you playing right now? If I was to go to your stream and see you streaming, and we will start with you, Kitten.
It's Destiny 2 a lot. That's the grind right now. And then once I catch up for Witch Queen, it's Lost Ark. So
better be
sadistic. What the breath? Slight Stardust. What you playing, bro?
So I was playing Dying Light 2, but at the moment, because I've been fucking doing personal stuff, I've not really had a chance to like pick up my new thing. I was gonna play Sifu, but then I heard how hard it was, so I'm waiting for that easy difficulty. So I would say Dying Light 2 is most recent, but at the moment, kind of nothing. I guess like nothing main.
What you playing right now, Sync?
Play Lost Ark like all day. Nothing else.
That's what it is.
It's pretty
That's
fun.
what it is. Old head gaming.
Yeah.
What am I watching you stream, bro?
A lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Okay. King Greek, you are a variety streamer. So what are you streaming right now, bro?
Lost Ark and Apex.
Apex. Oh, Apex Legends, huh? Okay. Kaz, what you playing, bro?
Sifu, which if you want to play a Daredevil game, they got a really good Daredevil mod for that right now.
This name change feature shouldn't have been a thing on this site, you know.
I'm about to remove your name. That's what I'm about to do. There's gonna be no goddamn names going on. Okay. All right.
Now you just have to know who we are.
I'm glad I do. God dang it. Suki, what are you playing right now?
I'm doing Xenoverse. I'm doing Pokemon. Right now, I am lost in Lost Ark. Like that, I played all day yesterday. Like seriously, I woke up, I played, and then I looked at the time. I was like, "Holy shit, it's bedtime!" So yeah, I've just been really deep in Lost Ark right now.
I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. All right, this is time where we put some people on the map, make a smaller content creator feel like a big cool person, because they are cool people. We just need to let people know that they're cool people. So we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Mitsuki is okay. Put somebody on the map, please.
Oh, that's easy. Let me find her. So those who actually go to my streams know of Ezreia, and I told her I was gonna do this too. You guys might know Ezreia from the community nights, things like that. Endorsed by Miller, actually. Nice. Miller himself said that she was a pleasant person.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'm gonna shout out Ezreia Keenan there.
Okay, go ahead. You already put it in there. There you go. I was about to tell you you're a mod, put it in there, but you did that already. Casual Avenger, put somebody on the map, my dude.
Jazzy Butters.
Yes, indeed. That's the good right there. Moderator, please put Jazzy Butters' Twitter in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it. King Greek, put somebody on the map, good sir.
Slow Shock TV.
Always. That's my co-host on every Saturday night, except he was here last night. So yeah, put Slip Shock. Slip, you are a mod. You can put yourself in there, bro. Old head game and put somebody on the map that's not you.
I wasn't going to. So if you are like me now, so normally in this time of night, I would be playing Dead by Daylight on Sundays. And if you want to see an awesome Dead by Daylight streamer, go check out Gannicus. He is amazing. He is a killer main. He is fantastic. Absolutely who I would recommend watching. And he's funny as hell to watch because he just like does a lot of like jokes and goofy outfits for his killers. Good time.
Okay. Synchro Champ. Put somebody on the map, good sir.
I was not prepared for this question. Can I default to Doomkill HD on Twitch.tv because that's you're streaming over there too, and I don't know if people know about that.
You know what? I appreciate that, Jazzy. Thank you. Not Jazzy. I'm sorry, Synchro. I'm reading Jazzy.
My heart.
No, I'm literally reading Jazzy's name right now. That's all that was. I'm sorry.
That's so good.
My bad, champ. Golly, I'm getting old, y'all, and I'm tired. Sean wrecked me, then y'all came on and wrecked me. My brain is just scrambled, so I apologize seriously. But names off right now. I'm fucking taking them off. I don't even care. Bully, go ahead and put somebody on the map, bro.
We gotta go with Spring 69 Spring Rolls on Twitch. She's proper funny. Obviously, you know, the MILF of the Marvel's Avengers community, I would say, Mrs. Mummy Milkers. And she's all right. She'll be fine with me saying that. But yeah, no,
I'm not fine with you saying that, boy.
Even though she's, you know, she said herself, you know, she's not, you know, trying to take this mega seriously, and that's still entertaining, and definitely deserves, you know, a lot of love on the Twitch and stuff like that. So yeah.
Kitten, go ahead and put somebody on the map.
I would like to put J-Kun Prime on the map. He helped Doom out a lot with some Destiny. He's been doing Sifu speed runs recently, so check him out. I could actually just drop that right there.
Yes, indeed. You, Ahmad, you know how to do that.
Yep.
Who am I gonna? Oh, I know we're gonna put on the map. The homegirl, Miss Gamer Nerd Queen. Shout out to her. She gave us some new fire promo that we are about to watch right now.
And family over everything, so DSG, he rocking it. World domination, baby, ain't nobody topping it.
Hey guys, Queen here, and welcome to the all-new, different DSG Block Party. Every Friday night, come rock with the best. Different games each Friday night, from Avengers to Destiny to Among Us and more. Join your favorite team playing some of the hottest games out there. So squad up with the DSG Block Party. This is your Doom Squad gaming brand ambassador, Gamer Nerd Queen, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
All right. Guys, it was an awesome show. I'm really burnt out and tired, though. Y'all really got it out of me tonight. Y'all really did. So, we're gonna peace out. Starting off with you, Suki. Would you y'all keep changing y'all names, man? What the hell? Y'all are having too much fun with this name changing feature. Golly. Would you like to say anything before we head on out, man?
Yes. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like and subscribe to Doom Killer here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. See you in the after show. Kaz.
I appreciate you having me on as always, bro.
Man, you the man, dog. Like I'm gonna just say it right now to everybody. Like I tell you all the time, bro. I'm extremely proud of you, dog. I mean, not like I'm your dad or anything like that, but just a content creator from another content creator, dog. Like I've always been impressed since your first video, dog. So thank you for rocking with your boy, for real, man. All right, I'll see you in the after show, my dude. Greeky Greek. You want to say something to the people, man?
Drink more water.
Bye.
Good advice. Good advice.
Bye.
I mean, stay hydrated is important.
Old head gaming.
Enjoy what you enjoy and don't bitch about it for no reason. Like, if you don't like a game, just stop playing it. If you enjoy a game, have fun. Like, it's that simple.
Yes,
Later.
Indeed. Synchro champ.
Yes, sir. Between the last time we spoke and now, I'm 90% sure I've locked in my game show guest for Wednesday. It's going to be at 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock Eastern. That's it.
Good job, bro. We'll see you there. Definitely get that promo going on for you, my guy. See you in the after show. Bully.
I don't know what to say.
Kitten.
On a very serious note, the only person who could have gotten this level of content creators together is our very own Director Fury. You know, we do not give this man enough praise for dealing with our bullshit. And he is the best He has brought us all together. So please, please show support and love to this wonderful, wonderful human being right next to me. That is my piece. I won't say anything bad.
Wow.
Go
ahead. Just say it.
No. No. Do zvedanya.
Appreciate you. All right, guys. This was a hell of a show. It was weird. It was crazy. I lost control for about a good 10 minutes. We reined it on back. Just shout out to all you guys who watch us and deal with our BS, man. I definitely greatly appreciate it. Like, for real. Y'all are the truth, chat. So I'm going to go ahead and do what we normally do. Shout out to Spring Roll. Shout out to Razor. Shout out to Ability, Damone Hogan, JBT, the Brown Messiah, Slice Stardust is on the chat. Sadistic Kitten is on the chat. Ability, Slipshock TV, there's so many. Arena Nord, Bob Duck and Weave, Chrome Viper, man. It's a lot of you. Golly. I can't do all of these people. Divine Shine, Xbox Expansion Pass, Big Erm, Canius, Michael Cheek, Jab, Yardrat Hearts, Netstar, JDC, Omar Martin. Man, come on, y'all in here. Alien Fight. Man, we got the squad in here. Y'all, thank y'all for rocking with us. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world right now. Super Bowl. But y'all were here rocking with me, and we greatly appreciate that. So, with all that said, laissez-les vont-en rouler, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap-up where we give you the news. Break it down bite-sized so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game and start up what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap, conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap-up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on!